Zztop.
Do you want to tell us about the live record?
Yes, the notion of a live record, in this case Zztop Live, and then it's live from around the world. We found a really interesting and intriguing stash of accumulated recordings from just that, around the world. And on digging into the stash, we were able to find our favorites. And that really was the starting point. And it goes from one end of the spectrum to the other. It covers a lot of the Zztop favorites. We got to find some of the versions that were a little out of the ordinary. So it's quite an interesting conglomeration of stuff.
So in entirety, do you record every single show you've ever done?
It has been. It's been our. It's been a bonus to be able to do that, and its credit goes to the engineers, Jake Mann, Mr. Joe Hardy, Mr. GLG Main Moon, our 3 standby stalwart engineers. They've made it possible to do just that.
If you see me walking down the line with my favorite honky-tonk mind, I'll be here around supper time with my can of dinner and a bunch of fine beer drinkers, hellraisers, yeah. Well, baby, don't you wanna come with me? The crowd was loud and the band was tight. Still guitar crying through the night, trying to cover up the corner fight. But everything's cool 'cause bitches tight. Beer drinkers, hellraisers, yeah. Well, baby, don't you wanna come with me? I'll play, boy.
It pays me to think that, Kit, you and your band, basically, sitting in a room picking through all these different tracks from over the decades to find out which is the best. How did you go around doing that?
Ironically, it would seem a daunting task to assimilate, as you point out, hundreds of versions, but there's something magical about the memory process. When you have a good night, it doesn't seem to fade away, and we were able to kind of zero in on, oh yeah, we remember this, we were in Hollywood, California, and then Berlin, and you name it. It was not quite as challenging as it might have seemed. There were a few gems that were hiding deep down into the stack of stuff, and then there was a couple of our favorites turned up from quite recently. Last year, appearing at Wembley Arena in London, where Jeff Beck was celebrating a birthday with us. And, of course, we persuaded him to take the deck, and we wound up recording one of the unusual ballads from ZZ Top, that being Rough Boy, where Jeff just smoking the solo. And then the real crazy one, Jeff Beck being known as a blues and rock guitar player, and ZZ Top falling into the same vein, going to a hot-rodded version of a country song, 16 tons, and what do you get?
Older and a lot more in debt. So is that something that's never appeared on a ZZ Top album before?
Brand spanking new. It's kind of short and sweet. It's just over 2 minutes long, but again, Jeff Beck taking the middle solo just tears it up. It is smoking.
I know there's a lot of versions of that song, Bo Diddley and loads of other ones. Why did you choose Jeff Beck to do it with you?
I made an appearance with Jeff at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 25th year anniversary celebration, which took place at Madison Square Garden, a couple of nights, Friday and a Saturday. I was in London, and Jeff rang up and asked if I would step in and sing a couple of songs, which we did. And subsequent to that, 6 months went by, and a buddy of mine called me up, and he said, geez, I wish you had told me that you were making a second night appearance. And I said, well, I'm not sure I follow you. We did a Friday night. And he goes, well, you must have done a second night, because I was there on the Friday night to see it, but I've seen on YouTube you guys doing 16 tons, the old country song. I said, well, we didn't do 16 tons. What had occurred? Somebody had taken the DVD, the filming of those 2 nights, and they had snagged the 2 songs that Jeff and I did together. They cut it up into pieces, put it back together, recorded new music with 16 tons in the back. And it kind of fooled me for a second. I actually played it for Jeff Beck, who said, bloody hell, it's pretty good. So we wound up learning it from this kind of mishmash.
on the Baghdad strong. I load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and a deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
So there we go, Jeff Beck and ZZ Top there. Okay, other than your own live album, which live albums stand out for you?
All the way back to the early 60s, the Kingsmen, who became famous for Louie Louie, and the Kingsmen Live. Still some of the best garage rock you could ever ask for. It's remaining supreme. In fact, it's one of the favorites with our bearded bass player Dusty Hill, and of course Frank Beard, the famous ZZ Top drummer, the man with no beard. But we all go back to that crazy Kingsman Live record.
They've been going a hell of a long time. How do you keep it fresh towards your audience? Because you see all these bands that are continuing playing the same stuff, but some of the fans want fresh, new.
Upside is the fact that ZZ Top gets to do what we get to do, and we dig it. Every waking moment is looking forward to another outing where we dig down and those songs have remained. First of all, they're great songs, and we say that unabashedly because we still dig them. Something's going on.
Back in that time, MTV was putting a lot of your merchandise out. They pushed a lot of your stuff. What about when you're going back to the crazy videos? Take Legs. How did you be able to bring that into your performances?
Legs was part of what is referred to as the ZZ Top trilogy of videos, starting with Gimme All Your Lovin', followed with Sharp Dressed Man, and of course Legs topping the charts. Tim Newman, the great director that led us through those early days when there were no rules, there was no scripts to follow. It was flying by the seat of your pants and just kind of making it up as you go along. That was pretty much the backbone of most everything that was unfolding at that time. Those videos also followed that rather interesting period of being in the recording studio when all of these strange gadgets started showing up. At that time, manufacturers of musical instrument products were looking for ways of creating new sounds, and these really wild, way out things began to show up. We were fortunate in that recording in Memphis, Tennessee, the studio owner saw to it that one of each of these crazy contraptions made it into the control room. And of course the manuals were immediately discarded. So we started twisting dials, and I think you still do that. Throw the manual away and do it until you dig it.
Can't slow down now, gotta bump it up a little bit. Give the drummer some right now. Like a trouble, if I blow my top it up. I'm working like a screwball would. Gotta back it up. Oh, baby, I'm working like a new boy should. Give me all your loving, all your loving, yes it's true. Give me all your loving, don't let it go till we're through. Sharp
A lot of your songs have appeared in commercials. How did this come about?
There was an interesting excursion into the Wild Blue Yonder. We were approached by Honda Motor Company, and in Japan they introduced a class of cars that were made strictly for the Japanese market. No other place needed them, but the streets are so narrow through Tokyo that the major manufacturers invented this class of cars called the K class. It was KEI. And they were quite narrow, and they ran off of motorcycle engines. And we wound up in the desert, the high desert in Southern California, on the way to Las Vegas. And we took the wheels of these rather unusual cars. They were quite fun, actually. But that was really the first experience we had with getting music outside of what you listen to, and now it became music that you listened to and watched at the same time. There was also an interesting excursion on that note with a whiskey company. Jeremiah Weed had a whiskey that they wanted to bring to the public, and they thought Zztop was probably a good propellant. And what we liked about that foray into the unknown, we got to drive one of our hot rod cars. So it was all good.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thank you for stopping by and talking to us.
It was all good.